Hello and welcome to jkkmobile.com. FedEx guys just dropped me a package, so fastly opening it with you actually, because this should be from my digital discount and it should have some nice SSDs for EPCs, meaning EPC 900, 901, 900A and 1000. And here we go. These are samples I got for myself for testing, so this is not a retail package, but you get to see what it is. Okay, so here we have the 16 gigabyte SLC version, so this one should be really fast and furious, so we will test that firstly, but that's not all. I also got the 64 gigabyte MLC version, which is not that fast, but has a size for this small package. The 64 gigs is quite furious. So I'm right now doing the backup from my 900A, so we will stick those there and see how they are doing. Just a sec. Okay, let's start testing then. So I have a same image on all four drives, 3 files. This is the original one. This is the 60 gigabyte SLC one, and this is the 64 gigabyte MLC one. So let's first start with the original one. Let's put that back in. Nicely and gently there. And then the small screw to the screwdriver. Okay. Then the hatch back in. Battery in. Lock. And let's start testing. This is now the EPC 900A 1.6 GHz ADAM processor with 1 gigs of RAM. So booting it up now with the original SSD from Asus with the XP Pro, normal installation of XP Pro with some minor tweaks to make it run better. I've set it up a RAM disk where I have my small page file, and I'm using the temporary files from a browser there too, so works pretty much nicer that way. I'm trying to be ready to type the password so it doesn't affect much on the boot time. So this would be the boot time you would be getting on the standard setup. And let's try opening stuff. Let's go to my computer. The SSD light is right now fully on, as it's writing to the disk, which has not that fast write speed, so that's why stuff sometimes takes quite a lot of time. But I wouldn't say this is useless. I would say that this is pretty much okay for basic use, but not for advanced use. Trying to open my computer still, but it's writing so much still, so we have to wait for a while. It's not doing this much writing all the time when you're using only on boot up, and sometimes when you close an application which needs to write a lot, or saving big files. Come on. Okay, so as a basic setup, not yet. Something still writing. Okay. Not okay? Yes, okay, okay. So, basic setup, we have 8 gigs of SSD here. The XP Pro SP3 takes a little bit over 2 gigs on my setup, and so there's like 5 gigabytes left for everything else. Now when the boot up processes are gone, opening my computer is pretty much okay. So let's test Firefox. Again, opening it first time takes some time. Let's go to Gmail. Sorry, I will adjust the brightness so you can see something too. Sorry about that. Okay, Gmail is on. Let's go to Reader. It's there. Let's open a new tab and let's go to... Okay, I already pressed. Now something is happening. Engadget. I already pressed, but it takes sometimes to act. Now I'm trying to scrolling. Yeah, working. Now let's tease it a bit. Let's do this. As you can see, there is some lag, but not that bad if you use the RAM disk. It was quite bad without that. So you could use the original for basic stuff if you don't mind the lag and occasional waiting for the writing to happen. I don't like it, but I think many people could live with that, but that's another thing. Okay, let's close the browser. You can still see it keeps the SSD light on as it's writing all the time to the disk, especially now when you're closing, so it takes some time to actually be able to open it again or doing something else. Let's wait a bit. So on the standard setup, it's not useless, but it's not fast either. So let's turn it off. You can see also that will take some time. Okay, turn off. I'm sorry, I'm showing you the boot ups and turning off and everything like that. It takes time, but this is the only way you can actually judge yourself if it's okay for you or not. Again, as this SSD has a slow write speed, saving settings takes time, so the shutting down takes some time. Typically I don't shut my mobile computer down at all. I use the standby all the time, but this is a good way to show what's happening on the device. So again, I wouldn't want to use it like this, and I won't. That's why I got the SSDs, the new SSDs. Come on, shut down now, please. Okay, now we're off. So let's take the battery out. Let's open the hatch again. Let's take the SSD out. Let's throw it away. I think I will not put it back anymore. And we will put now the 64 gigabyte MLC version, which is nicely big, but like the original Asus, it's MLC, and the write speed is slower, so we will see how you like that. So again, let's boot it up. I will do the exact same stuff I did with the original one, so you can see the difference. Okay, ready for typing the password. By the way, this is my setup system, so you can't use the password for anything else. So if you're trying to check it, go ahead. It's just for these setup systems. And like I told earlier, the system is exactly the same. It's from same image, and nothing, and no differences on the setups. It's a cloned image. Loading your personal settings. Okay, we're now here, and actually it feels a bit faster. I tried to open my computer. Let's see what happens. The SSD light on, always on the boot up. Take some time. Come on, give me my computer, please. I pressed the start menu just a sec, check if something is happening or not. So on the test I have done so far, the read speed for this my digital discount SSD is better than the original Asus, and the write speed is a little bit less than the original one, but of course the size is huge compared to that. This is 64 gigabytes, where the original was 8 gigabytes, which is barely enough for operating system if you want any files. Okay, now we are at my computer. Actually, I feel that was faster, but you can clock it yourself. Yep, so again we have 5 gigs empty there, but now we have 52 gigabytes left on the D drive, so we could use that for anything we want. That's a good thing. So what we were about to do, now that the system is okay, we can open my computer, and it's working fine now, and no writing on SSD. Okay, now let's fire up the Firefox. Again, writing, but we're there. Not that bad. Let's open the Gmail, and let's open the reader immediately when we see Gmail. Now, again, it's loading exactly the same stuff it was loading earlier. So I would say it's, well, actually it feels a bit faster. It's more responsive now. Yep, it is. Okay, scrolling while loading. Let's do the teasing. Yep, it's a bit faster, hey. So in real life, even the measurements on the write speed was a bit lower. The read speed was way ahead. Well, no, not way ahead, but ahead. I think this is a bit better. Okay, let's close everything up. Let's not quit. Oh, sorry, I forgot to do the test opening everything. Let's open first just the reader and okay, Gmail. Let's do it again. Reader. Engadget here. Now the Engadget should load a bit faster. Okay. Let's cut that there and close the browser and save the tabs. Let's watch for the SSD light to go off, and then let's open it again. Hopefully everything is saved now. Okay, let's try. And it's opening all three tabs. Engadget showing, reader, almost, Gmail taking some power and time, and almost ready. Are you ready? Not ready. Typically I wouldn't do this. I would launch them one by one, because as you can see it takes some processing. They are quite heavy sides. Nope, we're not there. And we can now switch tabs, hopefully. Yeah, everything is loaded. Okay, that was this test, and now let's again wait for the SSD light to go away, and let's then shut it down so you can again see how fast that is. I think it felt that the 64 gig MLCs, it felt a bit faster than the original Asus. They should be quite the same, but I don't know why, but I think it was a bit faster. You can time it up from the video yourself. For me, they are the same. Okay, shutting down was also a bit faster. Maybe it is. That's why the benchmark are not always telling the full truth, so that's why we need to actually use the devices, not just use the benchmarking software. So now the 16 gigabyte SLC going in, and this is of course faster, and also there are many other differences on a SLC flash, so it should be even more durable, and the endurance should be better. So they are of course way more expensive, but let's now see how much better they are in real life. So booting up now. Again, exactly the same image, exactly the same setup. Oh, I think we actually have to do... Oh, now I remember, I actually janked just the battery away. We will boot to the logging screen and shut it down there and come back so you can see. Sometimes when I don't want to shut the computer down and wait that, I just take the battery off. I'm a bad person. Sorry about that. Okay, let's try another one. Now booting up. Some 6 seconds to EPC screen. Another 6-7 seconds to Windows. I will try to be ready to type again. P is the first letter. It was way faster than the previous, that's for sure. And we are at the desktop, and let's try to test it immediately. My computer. So writing, because okay, well, you see the difference. So on here again I have the first drive, first partition 5 as 8 gigabytes and 5 gigabytes, over 5 gigabytes empty, and another partition where I have the 8 gigabytes leftovers from the 16 gigabytes. So no. So again, we can start using the computer as normally we would do. Works fine. What were we supposed to know? My computer, oops. My computer opening, closing. Then Firefox. Okay, it's already opening on different sites, so let's close it without saving and open the same site. Okay, Gmail going now, Reader going now, same stuff, new tab, Engadget, scrolling while loading. It's faster, it's so much faster. Let's try. Yep. Okay, then let's close the browser and save the sessions. Again, you can see the SSD light is not on all the time like on the MLC drives, and now all the 3 tabs loading at the same time. Engadget is ready, Reader is ready, Gmail ready. That's the difference I'm talking about. Okay, so I think you got the picture. Let's close them. And let's turn it off so you can see the difference there too. So, should you upgrade to MLC or SLC drive? If you want more storage, the 64 gigs or 32 gigs versions, they're way cheaper than on the SLC versions. But as you could see, they're also slower. So you think what you need. My personal preferences need the faster one. So for me, this is going somewhere where the sun doesn't shine. This, I will keep that for testing some other stuff, and the 16 gigabyte SLC will stay inside this, and I will keep using it now and report more about it while I use. But right now it's looking really nice. Thank you, Digital Discount. I must now email you that I need to keep the drive and pay you. But all the rest of you, check my site, kkmobile.com. I will post the testings, the benchmarks there, so check them out. Next time something else. Thank you, bye.